Hi guys, it's me, Gwenny, back with another video. So this video is going to be my March in April Book of the Month haul. If I don't know if you haven't heard about Book of the Month, but Book of the Month is a book subscription box where every month they'll give you like a choice from 5 to 6 books, and you pick one of them, and then they'll ship it to you. Brand new hardcover book. They'll ship it to you for that month. I believe right now I am currently paying around $18 or something like that. I've been a member off and on for Book of the Month since 2022, so I do have kind of like a chunky pile of Book of the Month books, which I have to read. I've read some of them, but I need to read the rest of them. But anyways, so like I said, it's a bookish subscription box, and this is not a sponsored video. Everything here is bought with my own money. But anyways, before we get into this one, if you're new to my channel, hi, my name is Gwenny, also known as Anything Fangirl, and I'm a sticker addict, washi tape addict, stationery addict, K-pop, drama fan, Asian drama fan, a bookworm, a gamer of sorts, a collector, actually more of a hoarder, and welcome to my channel. So like I said, this is my Book of the Month haul, so if you want to see what books I got for March and April, then I'll see you in the next clip. Okay, so the first thing that I have is my March box. So like I said, for March I got 2 books. One is one of the Lolly Award nominees, and the other one is my pick for March. So whenever you order from Book of the Month, they always have like a bookmark. So this says "Don't Leave Me in Here," and this was submitted by Megan C. from Lexington, Indiana, I believe, member since 2019. It says Book of the Month in the back, and then this one is what do you call this? This is the one I was talking about. The Lolly is their awards for Book of the Month. So the winner for 2024 is The God of the Woods by Liz Moore. I actually have this book in my Book of the Month collection. I haven't read it yet, which is bad. But it says The Lolly 2024, a book as good as gold. So this is the one. And then this is the 5 finalists that rose above the rest. So The God of the Woods, The Lion Women of Tehran, Phantasma, I don't remember what this one is, and then The Women by Kristen Hanna. So in this box, I have actually picked The Women by Kristen Hanna, because I have this one already. I think I have The Lion Women too in Phantasma. I don't think I have this one though. I have to double check the website which book this is. But anyways, before we get into the Lolly book, I'll show you what I picked for the month of March. So the month of March, I picked Laura Stevens' Our Infinite Fates. So it says they've loved each other in 1,000 lifetimes. So this is what the cover looks like. You have the Book of the Month logo over here. On the sides, you have the Book of the Month logo on the side. And then on the back, it says March 2025 Book of the Month. Printed and bound in the USA. So I normally will show you the without the dust jacket. So you have the Book of the Month logo, and it has the month of when the book was one of the choices. This is the spine, and then the back is just plain. So it's got like this nice I don't know, yellowish color with blue. So let me read you the synopsis. I normally will do this one. So this one, if I had bought this book at a regular retail store, it would have been $20 or $27 Canadian. So it says, The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue meets This Is How You Lose the Time War in this fantastical and epic love story that defies death as 2 souls reincarnate through the centuries. So Evelyn can remember all her past lives. She can also remember that in every single one, she's been murdered before her 18th birthday by Arden, a supernatural being linked to her soul. The problem is that she's quite fond of the life she's in now, and her little sister needs her in order to stay alive. If Evelyn wants to save her sister, she'll have to find the centuries-old devil who haunts her through who hunts her through each life before they find her first, figure out why she's being hunted, and finally break their curse and try not to fall in love again. So that is the synopsis. I thought this was an interesting story. And this is the, what do you call this, the author. So this is Laura Stephen, is an award-winning author and shameless coffee addict from the northernmost town in England. She has published several books for young adults, and the forthcoming Silver Cloak trilogy, written as L.K. Stephen, will mark her adult debut. When she is not writing, you can find her trail running, reading chunky fantasy novels, baking cookies, playing old men at chess, or ignoring her husband and son to perfect her Stardew Valley farm. Oh my gosh. I love her already because she loves Stardew. But anyways, so that is my March pick for Book of the Month. And then let's look at the Lolly nominee. So this is the book that I got, the extra book that I got. I think I did say that it was like a free credit because they were like, you can pick one of the nominees if you want, or you can pick the winner. So I picked Christine Hanna's The Women. I've read a few books by Christine Hanna and I did enjoy them. So this is the cover. Kind of reminds me of Miss Saigon, which was a play from a long time ago. I really wanted to like watch that one, but there's no place where you can watch that play. And I remember watching it because Lea Salonga was the one that played Kim. And I just love the songs in that play, or musical play. And I really wanted to watch it, but I was too young to watch that one. But like I said, I did love the songs in that one. And this cover reminds me of that. So you have the Book of the Month logo on top. And then this one is the spine. And in the back, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, it says the Lolly 2024 finalist. Book of the Year 2024 finalist. So like I said, they were like offering like a free credit. You can pick one of the finalists or you can pick the winner, whichever one you want. So let's look at it without the dust jacket. So you have red and cream color. You have February 2024, which is when this was part of the choices for February of last year. You have The Women by Kristen Hanna, the logo of Book of the Month, and then the back is just plain. So let us read the synopsis of this book. I've heard a lot of reviews about this book. So this book, if I had bought this one at price, it would have been $30, but I actually got it for free. But if I had picked this one for February of last year, I would have paid like $17-18. So it's a really good deal if you don't care much for like special editions or sprayed edges. It's a really good deal for Book of the Month. Anyways, so it's $30 US, $40 Canadian. So it says, from the celebrated author of The Nightingale and the Four Winds comes The Women, at once an intimate portrait of coming of age in a dangerous time and an epic tale of a nation divided. It says, women can be heroes. When 20-year-old nursing student Frankie McGrath hears these words, it is a revelation. Raised in the sun-drenched idyllic world of Southern California and sheltered by her conservative parents, she has always prided herself on doing the right thing. But in 1965, the world is changing, and she suddenly dares to imagine a different future for herself. When her brother ships out to serve in Vietnam, she joins the Army Nurse Corps and follows his path. As green and inexperienced as the men sent to Vietnam to fight, Frankie is overwhelmed by the chaos and destruction of war. Each day is a gamble of life and death, hope and betrayal. Friendships run deep and can be shattered in an instant. In war, she meets and becomes one of the lucky, the brave, the broken, and the lost. But war is just the beginning for Frankie and her veteran friends. The real battle lies in coming home to a changed and divided America, to angry protesters, and to a country that wants to forget Vietnam. The Women is the story of one woman gone to war, but it shines a light on all women who put themselves in harm's way and whose sacrifice and commitment to their country has too often been forgotten. A novel about deep friendships and bold patriotism, The Women is a richly drawn story with a memorable heroine whose idealism and courage under fire will come to define an era. So that is really, really cool. Sounds like a good book. It's probably going to be a tearjerker. I don't know. So this is Kristen Hanna. Kristen Hanna is the best-selling author of more than 20 novels, including The Four Winds, The Nightingale, and The Great Alone. A former lawyer turned writer, she lives with her husband in the Pacific Northwest. I think I've read The Nightingale. And what else have I read of hers? Is it only The Nightingale that I've read? I thought I've read other books by her. I've heard of Firefly Lane. But maybe that's the only book I've read of hers. I thought I did. So, this one was interesting to me, so that's why I picked this one. And then, the last box we got is for April. So, I decided to do this like 2-month video. I only will haul 2 months at a time for Book of the Month, just because I wasn't sure how long it was going to take. But now I see that maybe I should do more than 2. I don't know. I was thinking that since there's like 3 books for the month of March and April, it would be enough for a decent video. Oh well. Maybe this video for this week is just going to be like a kind of like a nice and short video. But anyway, so this is what the box looks like, and inside says Fiction Forward. This is the bookmark that I got for April. So this one, it says I'll Hold Your Spot. And this was submitted by Amy M. from Eagleville, Tennessee. Member since 2019. I don't know how you submit stuff. I can't even think of anything that I would want to submit anyways. But this is the book that I picked for April. So this one is Passion Project by London Sperry. I don't think I've ever read any of her books. This is the Book of the Month logo. I thought this was like a nice, colorful cover. And I think that when I read the synopsis of this one, it looked interesting to me. So this is the spine. And you have the Book of the Month logo. And then in the back, it says April 2025 Book of the Month. And then you have the, I think this is the Golden Gate Bridge, maybe? Or maybe not. No. I think it's not. No, this is New York City. So this was filmed, this was set in New York. It's got a nice pink cover. Or inside. So you have pink. Yikes. Without the spine, you have like, goodness me. Move that box over there. Without the dust jacket, you have like a bright pink and blue cover. You have the Book of the Month logo with the date of when it was sort of given as a choice for that month. So this was for April 2025. You have the spine right here, and then the back is just plain. So let me read the synopsis for this book. So it says, Bennett Taylor should be living the best years of her life, but she's failing miserably. Emphasis on miserable. Adrift in New York City, she has no direction and no energy to find one. When Bennett is set up on a first date with Henry Adams, she drunkenly confesses that she's not ready to love again. In fact, she doesn't feel passion for anything. Not pottery, not sports, nothing. Irrepressibly adventurous, Henry offers to help Bennett uncover her passion for life. Every Saturday, they'll try a new activity, as friends, of course. Their passion project finds them sampling photography, tattooing, even rappelling off skyscrapers. But when secrets surface, Bennett finally has to face the grief that that's holding her back. With tenderness and electric banter, Passion Project is a story of finding a spark and igniting happiness. So I thought this was like interesting, so that's why I picked this one. And then this is the author of this book. London Sperry is a New York-based author of romantic comedies full of heart, humor, and hope. A lover of storytelling, she received her Bachelor of Fine Arts in Musical Theater from the Pennsylvania State University before finding her true passion for writing. Passion Project is her first novel. So this is her debut novel. So this is my book for April. So let me show you the books again. So our Infinite Fates was March. Kristen Hanna's The Women is actually the Lolly finalist that I picked. And my April choice for Book of the Month is Passion Project by London Sperry. So these are the books that I have for this video. Let me know in the comment section below, are these books, do they sound interesting to you? What kind of books do you like to read and stuff like that? If you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to my channel. I will link the playlist of all the book hauls that I've done in my channel in the description box below, and I'll also include I will include my referral link if it's the first time you're going to be doing Book of the Month, or just if you just want to check out Book of the Month in general. I'll also link the shop in the description box below. Anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys!